chaos and drama are created, and those that appear vulnerable and in need of help, curiously, are the only ones in the abundance that hides. You know, like I said, I grew up in the ghetto. I grew up in the ghetto, and because of my income, I have nowhere. I cannot be anywhere else than the ghettos, than the lowest part of society. And there's always these individuals, that appear to be humble. They appear to be honest, hardworking people. You know, But when you take into consideration, when you really pay attention to what's going on, it's kind of odd. It's kind of odd to see, that in every ghetto there's these couple of people, these so-called nice people that are in poverty, that stand out, that are begging for help. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird that in every ghetto there's these people, you know. And I don't know, like I kind of find it weird to see, a whole bunch of drug addicts, have plasmas and cars and everything that they need and want, a bunch of food. Where do they get it from? I don't know. And then alongside them are some people in poverty, extreme poverty, that stand out, you know. I think that the chaos and the drama are created, and that you can't pay attention to any of it inside of a ghetto. Take into consideration that it is a government project where the lowest part of society lives. And like I said, these people, they know exactly what they're doing. I mean, you could go into a ghetto and you could not realize what's going on. But me, after going from ghetto to ghetto to ghetto to ghetto and not knowing anything more in my life, I know. I know what they're doing. And at least, I mean, I think that I know what they're doing. I'm pretty, how would you say it? I'm pretty sure of but not something will will never, you know, admit what's going on. But that, it's it's chaos and drama that's created, for anybody that would go into a ghetto hearing what's going on, having taking into considerations that there's different numerous levels of society. You're to say, what's going on over there? What's going on in the ghetto, in the ghettos? What are they doing? There's no communication, I'll tell you that much. And like I said, it's just a bunch of chaos and drama that are created.